This is Justin on Tuesday, November 1st, 2022. Taking a look at the SPX on the daily. There's some similarities between what we did to open up and put in a high pretty quickly here, just like this day, going back to September 13th, but we just did not have the size of candle that we did then. But the sentiment was totally different. So yesterday was a bear candle. We gapped up today. Looks like we should go higher. And we were coming off of moving higher last time. We were kind of in this spot. And yeah, this was really the last time we were opening above the 100. So instead of a big sell-off, really big sell-off, we got a still pretty big sell-off, just not as big as that day. Traps more bulls. There's a spot where he traps some bears, but anyway, it looked like a bullish gap and go. So just like I did not know what we were going to do, thinking we were going to go and roll over after these three candles, and then we went higher. It's like, okay, it looks like we should go higher again, but now it does the opposite and it faded all day. There was some really nice setups pretty early on in the day. We really, like, this was the move, like that. And then after about 10 o'clock, like, it was pretty sideways. I mean, there were some things that you could have traded, but you would have had to like say, oh, well, that's a trap, or because we're getting below that low. But I mean, we just kept taking out lows, like all morning. So it's like, why would this low not work? Well, sure enough, that one turned into a bit of a rally here. Looked like, hey, there's a chance maybe we'll pull back and hold some of these highs, right? Hold the green line. Nope. Pushed back down through, got back up. It's like, oh, here's a bear candle closing above the 10. We could take that bullish. Nope. That completely reversed here. Again, did it again over here. Nope. Completely reversed. We had like a couple bull candles closing below the 10, and then each of those getting triggered. And so all of this, all of this was just chop. So if we go back earlier in the day, so immediately when we opened right at the 100, we ran up, did this kind of double top thing, and then broke lower. But there weren't any signals there really I mean, this was the only thing. Going bullish above a bear candle, but you're so far away from the 10, your stop would have to be at least like here. If it's that far away, you'd be thinking, okay, I should know if I'm wrong sooner than this. Where's my target really going to be? And that it would have to be a huge bull day. Didn't get that. If that was your trade setup, I mean, you should have flipped when we got that candle. Nice bull candle closing below the 10. Right on this line that we've had in here. So there's the tightest setup was, this is your entry bearish, and your stop could be right here. Maybe above that upper wick. Or, I mean, really way up there to be really super conservative. But anyway, that was the candle. And what's really great about some of the options is the very next candle was nice and inside on the option, or a little bit less on the option. Like this candle was a little bit higher, and then it did break down. There were some more opportunities here with some bull candles closing below the 10. This one kind of negates them all, but I mean, it ran right into the green line. Again, that we've had on here for a while, almost to the high right at the closing of yesterday. Continued lower, a couple more bull candles moved lower after the next candle. Then we started getting our bookends. So we've been talking about these kind of a bookend here and a bookend here, just holding up some some bull candles, and then you kind of extend that. It's like, oh, it's kind of like a double bookend, and then sure enough, we go lower. Should continue lower, but it didn't. So if we go back and look at this first opportunity here, this was at 854. We're just going to skip the calls and go straight to the puts. So at 854, 3850 call, or I'm sorry, 3850 put is what I really liked, because the range was pretty small. If you were quick enough, and you didn't necessarily have to be super quick, because the high here was 290, the high on the next candle was 270. You really could have set this up to be a stop limit of 3, and a stop down at 2. So your entry is through by 2, but a stop limit of 3. Both prices 3. That way you don't get triggered in down here. But in this case, it would have worked. It's just it didn't trigger yet till it got above this candle. Normally, I'm looking for a pullback. This is the kind of thing that's like this moves so quickly and didn't even pull back to the $3 price. I've looked some at other ways to kind of get in at another price. One of those is like trying to buy at the 10 sometime later, but the 10 I mean, this went up so quick that the 10 actually ramped up super quick, and then on any of these pullbacks here, it pulled right back into the 10, and so these would have been much wider stops. Like the first time it touches it would be like 540, 530 on this candle. So your stop, I mean, really needs to get back down below over here at like 2. So this option would have worked. You could have looked at an option a little further away, but it won't have as big of a move. Anyway, if somehow you're able to do 3 by 2, stop limit of 3, stop at 2, I mean, your target would be anything in here, just trail your stop as it's going down, and wait for the next pivot to really set a target. It's like, okay, maybe we'll hit the next green line, and so maybe this line, so 939 was this candle, but that's right back up at the highs here, so you probably would have pushed it out a little further. So I'm getting at 3, target here, maybe push it up to 12. And immediately you could have done a get in at 3 and a stop up at like 5, and it looks like it would have definitely hit on this candle. Now, if you didn't get filled on this candle, you had time. If you were watching it, I mean, you could have moved your target out for a few more R. But yeah, setting the target on this, it's like, okay, the other question is, are we going to get, like, is this a quick S curve and we're going to continue on up? Yesterday was a bear candle, so this is bullish gap and go. We just never got that trigger of something going bullish, up here, like in regard to the 10. So we didn't get a 10 EMA bullish setup other than, third candle of the day, like I mentioned. So yeah, it faded, and there was some opportunities going down. If you waited and tried to get something over here, you probably got chewed up, lost a little bit. Hopefully not a lot, but maybe lost something thinking it's going to move. I know we've got some Fed things going on tomorrow. So, this is a lot of consolidation, about hours of consolidation. Be interesting to see if we have a move up and take out, take out the high of today. That's gonna carry some weight to it, and we may push up more quickly. If we do an inside day, or if we, if we end up closing lower, I think we'll still pull back at least to the like the 21 in here. Pull back probably to make this look like a bigger double bottom, and maybe that's like 37.80, which I know is quite a ways down now still from where we're at. And then maybe we'll get some bullishness come back in. But I think we have to trap some more bears, which getting below these 2 candles, I think that would trap some bears if we came down to the 21. So see what happens tomorrow. But hope this helps. This is Justin. Thanks.